In this episode of the Jim Bratton Podcast, we've had a chance to talk to Dori about the Grand's forthcoming season. Let's begin. For those of you watching, those of you listening, this is Dori. I'm Jim Bratton, and this is the Jim Bratton Podcast. Today we're featuring the Grand.
The Grand.
You like it? Your new logo, the
yes,
Grand, by the way.
Yes,
so
thank you.
Avoid any confusion on that.
We've incorporated the logo and the swirl and everything in the new season, so hopefully folks will start seeing it.
Speaking of new seasons, tell me, what do we got coming?
Speaking of new seasons, thanks for having me.
Sure, why not? Let's. This is the best segue I could come up with. Okay, so.
Appreciate you. So. We have a new season coming up.
Yeah.
This is around the time when we typically announce the new lineup.
Right. Season runs from when to when then, by the way?
So that's a good question. We usually open sometime in October.
Right.
And that has sort of, whether it's really late September or mid-October, I mean, that kind of changes depending on who we can get and scheduling and everything. But we're starting October 3rd this year. And it really runs through, I want to say till late May, early June is kind of what we do.
Yeah.
But then we also, during the year, we add on some summer shows. And so it becomes part of the season, but it's just
it becomes a 12-month season.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're really operating all year round, but there's no short way to answer that question.
I understand. and I'm guessing that this is your schedule, but as we talked about, you also are opportunistic if something becomes available that looks interesting.
We'll say yes to something if it's doable. We'll have it. So this past spring we had, for example, the Irish tenors came, and the opportunity just popped up, and we said yes, but it wasn't part of the original.
Well, and we talked about I find that one of the most intriguing things about our previous episode was this organization that knows all these acts and the timing and the arrangement and
it's a lot of moving pieces, and you wouldn't even think about it. Of course, we're lucky to have Maureen Patton for 45 years as our executive director, because she's the reason why so many of these artists and of course the agents that represent them will come to her and say, "Hey, we have this show touring. Should they, So a lot of it is about these long-standing relationships.
Well, they know they can show up here, generate some revenue.
And they know they have an audience. And this region, we're lucky that
they have an audience ready to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Galveston is ready to go see fun stuff.
You're right. All righty. Sidetrack. Let's go.
Well, listen, we got a lot of shows coming up, so I'm not even sure if I should mention all of them because it's quite a bit. We have about 25 shows.
I'll tell you what. Take me through the next couple of months, or just the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
How's that? Or like first, I don't know, couple of months
we'll
or
do
so.
We'll do that.
Because, it's just you're a block away to come over here and do this whenever you want to. So
Right. And, so of course, with some of them, I'm more familiar with some shows than with other. I mean, some of them I myself am new to. Some, an audience, someone tuning in right now might recognize someone and have been a long-standing fan of a show that so
there's places for notes.
Right. So we're opening with singer Clay Aiken.
Oh wow.
And he's well recognized through the American Idol series in the early 2000s. He was a runner-up. He was number 2, but many forget that he didn't actually win. I know he was on the Kelly Clarkson show a couple months ago, and Kelly says, you're a winner of season XYZ. And he goes, no, I was second after Ruben stuttered. If that's a familiar.
And who won? Who really won?
So he's going to open the season for us, and we're so excited to have him. He's obviously he's a pop genre. He's known for his beautiful vocals and ballads and powerful ballads. So he'll be really fun to kick us off. But then I'm sort of quick to get to our second show of the season.
Okay.
Because he's a big favorite of a lot of folks as well. John Mulaney is coming to us, the comedian.
Really?
Who is well known from Saturday Night Live.
Right.
I think he hosted about 8 times,
right.
And he has all the Emmys and all these awards, and he's really considered to be one of the top comedians today. So he's coming to us.
That's quite a coup, I would think.
Really exciting. Yes. So.
Wow.
So I don't mean to sort of, brush over Clay, but John Mulaney is a very exciting show for us. And what's sort of interesting about it, we've been on sale with this one for a couple months now.
Yeah.
I know I'm saying that this is sort of a season announcement that we recently put out, but we've been on sale for Mulaney for months, and we're almost sold out. So
And that performance will be...
It's coming up October 11th.
Okay.
So we still got a little bit of time. We
So
still have a bit of tickets, maybe 20% of house.
So the key is
so
better buy them now.
yeah, get if you want to see Mulaney, get your ticket because he will be selling out soon here. So that's a very exciting show for us. We still have Bill Engvall coming up to finish up the current season, and we had Jeff Foxworthy. So we love having comedians, and I think in upcoming seasons we'll try to continue the comedian trend.
Well-known comedians are typically a full house, aren't they?
I think so.
Right
Yeah, Jeff Foxworthy, sure, and Bill Engvall will do well, and so it just makes sense to have a little bit of everything, you know. So of course you want to have a stand-up comedian, and,
Sure.
and you know when you have so many weekends in the year, you want to have a little bit of everything so that everyone feels invited to come. So we can't just do musicals and concerts. There's got to be a little bit of something for all.
I need to ask, and I guess I should have looked at your schedule in advance maybe, but typically when they come through, will they do one show or will some of them do a couple of shows?
It's typically just one.
Yeah.
For our Broadway musicals that are touring, we will typically do 2 shows.
Okay, because there's a lot of setup and everything.
A lot of setup, and those are real popular. I mean, if we can sell 2 nights, we'll do it. Typically we aim just for one.
Got it.
Because it is over 1,000 seats. So that's a lot of
I forget
seats.
it is an intimate setting. I forget that you've got a lot of seats to sell.
It feels up close and intimate, but it is 1,044 seats, which is quite a bit. So
Dori,
you need 2,000 people.
When you walk into that theater and you see 1,000 seats, do you freak?
It's you know, you gotta, it's a tall order, but fortunately, since the Grand has been around for so many generations, folks support us and expect the shows coming up. So but really typically it has to be a big draw for someone to be able to have 2 shows, and you know, I don't know, but if we sell out with Mulaney, I don't know if he wants to add on a second show that same day. I mean, that's up to him, but you know, that's something that can happen too. We sell out, and then now we're gonna add on a second one, knowing that it'll do well. But again, I'm not saying that's in the plans.
No. I was not meaning to lead you down a path.
But
here,
yeah, with
Dori.
the musicals, and then you know, some of our real popular shows that we've done a couple times, and we know that they do well, like the rock and roll show with Neil Berg, and you know, I don't mean to kind of bring up past seasons shows too much, but sometimes it makes sense to do 2 shows if we can.
Yeah. So how far into the new season are we? What have we covered now? We've covered 2,
and
3.
Here, I'll give you the little list if you want to.
Oh yeah.
If you don't have the full little cheat sheet.
This is something I can do.
There's a little 1-page for you.
Glasses on, Sharpie in hand,
it's
man.
It's a little small, but think you got it. So.
No, I can see this. Okay, just don't.
Good.
Don't sell my vision completely short. I think I appreciate the consideration, Dori. But okay.
I happy to share the cheat sheet. But for our 3rd show of the season, and this is more of an event than an actual show because it's actually a free experience. But I wanna explain this a little bit. The concert truck is coming to us. The concert truck, which is now based in Seattle. They bring a. I'm just going to use my form a little bit because, like I said, I'm still learning about all the 25 different acts that we have. But this concert truck, I mean, imagine, and again, if you can pull it up and look it up, you know, a picture is worth 1,000 words. But basically, you have a world-class chamber music coming to you with a truck, and the truck can set up anywhere in town. And we're just it's gonna be a community experience, and we're still working on the locations. But they're just gonna park for an hour at a high school, at a park, and you know we need to still nail down the locations. But we just want the community to gather and enjoy live music. That's there's a pianist in the truck. They open the wall so you can see them, and it's gonna be free. So it's just a community gathering, and we're still determining exactly where and how many times the truck will play, but it'll be here October 12th through October 18th. So keep your eyes out for information.
So this is like a 4 or 5 piece chamber orchestra then?
It's the images I've seen a pianist in the truck. So I need to like I said.
I'm sorry. But the key is a chamber group is just the perfect group to do this. That's where I'm going with this.
It's multiple performers and yeah. So this should be really fun. And the concert truck has traveled around the country and just goes to a community and performs a free entertainment. So I'm really excited to have this one on the lineup, especially because it's free. So I just wanted to mention it. I knew that I don't quite have all the details for this one, but it's just just putting it out there.
The concept is just fantastic. It's fun. I mean, as a downtowner, I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah, and it'll be here for a week, so I'm guessing every day it'll perform. So
anyway,
we'll be sharing more info on that.
More information.
Certainly, pianists are certainly part of it. It's going to be really fun.
Yeah.
So that's in October, and then later October we'll have a show that I already know. There's a lot of buzz around. ABBA Mania is coming.
Yeah.
Canada's best ABBA band to bring you all the ABBA songs that folks grew up loving and knowing, and it's a rock musical. So it's truly the full production,
Wow,
the costume changes and the set pieces. I mean, it's going to be the backup singers, choreography. It's really everything. So that one's already selling really well. So if you love ABBA, get your tickets because that'll be one of our top sellers this year. And that one's only one show because it's just a one-time exclusive. So. Wow. That'll be kind of fun. I don't know. How do you feel about the ABBA era? Were you on the dance floor and?
No, now you're tying me down chronologically, but you got to go pretty far back in rock and roll to get me on the dance floor. You got to think Chubby Checker and the Twist to get me on the dance floor.
Okay.
But I did win contests at the VFW Hall.
Tell us more.
In Washington, Missouri. I won Twist contest, and I was okay with the mashed potatoes. And that's the only 2 dances I've ever known, ever.
But you got awards.
Well, what do you call an award at a small dance at a VFW hall? It's like, okay, you win.
You get the bragging rights.
Bragging rights,
That's fun.
which I've been using for quite some time now. And I honestly, that really did happen, I think. I mean, I'm not fabricating that. That's not like a fictitious memory.
I don't think anyone will debate it. So
not too many left. Okay, I'm so sorry.
That's
James,
so fun.
We sure do drift sideways here.
That is so fun. Well, ABBA has warmed us up to cool us down a little bit for the spooky Halloween season.
Yeah.
Late October, we will have our annual silent film with live music with Rob Landis coming with the movie, and this is every Halloween season. We show a movie, and Rob comes in and plays the organ, and it is just quite fun. You can dress up, bring your costume. That'll be October 30th. And the movie this year is The Phantom of the Opera, which I think is just such a good film.
And the silent one is just, that's as good as it gets.
It'll be fun. I don't know if I've seen it, so I'll be there for this one.
Yeah.
And what's appealing about this show is we keep these tickets at $30, no matter where you're sitting.
Really?
I think it's general admission. The tickets are all $30,
right.
So you can it's one of those few times where you can come into the Grand and just kind of it's even ticketing it all across. So you can kind of just pick your spot, and you can be up front in the orchestra without being charged more. It's just kind of although I don't know, for a movie, I don't know where you want to be. You kind of decide that on where the screen looks best.
The repeat attendees know exactly where to be.
Oh,
and they'll be there early, and they will have those seats. So great.
And then we're dipping into November category, and I think this is one of our only shows, other than, of course, the Halloween event that I just mentioned, that's for the kiddos, really for the whole family. Coco the Disney Pixar movie Coco.
Right.
And I don't know if you're familiar. This came out a couple years ago, but it made a big splash. So it's sort of a newer film. The story of a young boy who dreams of being a musician.
Right.
And it's his journey. The score is just beautiful. And the score is performed live by Orquesta I'm not saying that right. Folklorica.
Yeah,
so folkloric.
Orquesta Folklorico.
National from Mexico. So they are going to play live during the film. And the film is just beautiful. The music is just gorgeous. I mean, they got Oscars and Grammys. And, I mean, the music was just awarded.
This will be a live score?
It's live, yes. Yes. So that's sort of similar. So I guess back to back you have two movies that you have live music for. So. Well,
yeah, but in a different an orchestral score.
Mm-hmm. This will be quite fun. Quite special. So
that takes you back to when they would show the original sound movies being made, and you'd have the orchestra in a studio watching the film and a conductor timing them to the wow.
This will be fun, and I think a lot of listeners recognize Coco, but if you haven't seen Coco yet, now is a good time to come see it. Bring the kiddos, bring the grandkiddos, and it is just going to be so special. And then we're getting into Christmas holiday territory, a Charlie Brown Christmas. Now that one will have 2 shows. November 21st, there's a 3 p.m. and a 7. So to that earlier question, especially when it comes to a show where we want the whole family to come out, it's nice to have a matinee and just options on timing.
Yeah.
Of course, when we offer a 3 p.m. and a 7 p.m., the 3 p.m. does much better. Of course, everybody loves a matinee.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Well, for one thing, the only thing about the matinee at 3, let me see, that almost cuts into my nap time, but I could probably do that.
I imagine this Charlie Brown Christmas is not a long show.
Yeah.
You can kind of an hour.
Good.
And then we're taking a little bit of a break from the Christmas theme, and we're gonna have one of our biggest shows of the season, Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Wow.
Speaking of dancing on the dance floor earlier with ABBA, Casey and the Sunshine Band have those 70s hits like Get Down Tonight and That's the Way I Like It. I mean, it's hard to say this even without singing it.
Oh, I know. There's those lyrics, those titles were not meant to be said as spoken word. They're supposed to be sung. You're right. Wow.
So it's going to be so fun to have them be here in late November. And they haven't been to us before, so it's a new group to us. And then back to the Christmas shows, we'll have a Christmas Carol, which I think listeners will recognize that we host every year, December 4 and 5. The classic that our Galveston loves to dress up for, of course. I mean, we close down the Strand, and you have the whole Dickens Festival that weekend. So this is just sort of in relation to that.
Wow.
So please bring your costume to the show and show us your outfits. I made a fun video last year of the audience, and everybody's just kind of showing off what they're wearing and telling us in great detail all the thought that went into it. I'd love to repeat that video this year again. So bring your costumes. And then our last show for 2026 will be A Crooner's Christmas. Bringing back old Hollywood, the Golden Age, Frank Sinatra, and all those classic, beloved, famous sounds that'll close us out December 19th. And there's already a lot of excitement about this show, so it's fun to see that. I think a lot of different generations will want to just enjoy this one.
I think that gets us to what we want to cover today too.
Perfect.
Those crooners. I've watched some of the documentaries of people like Frank Sinatra. He had a special breathing technique. I mean, these folks were perfectionists. It seemed so casual and so fluid, but boy, did they work at it. All righty, so going back through the summary of what we've got.
Pick your favorites.
Okay, well, we got plenty. Clay Aiken, John Mulaney, The Concert Truck, which sounds just incredible, ABBA Mania, silent film The Phantom of the Opera, Coco, live to film concert, Charlie Brown Christmas. Casey and the Sunshine Band, and of course, A Christmas Carol. And one of my favorites, I'm sure, will be this A Crooner's Christmas.
That'll be special.
Dori, what else should we know about the first part of this season, do you think?
Well, the tagline we chose for this season is legendary, is what we're calling the season, because there's so many legendary performers in the season.
Yeah.
So that's sort of the word that we're sort of using. And of course in the spring too, we'll have a couple more legends coming up. But really, Mulaney just couldn't help but kind of inspire that word. And then we'll have Judy Collins in the spring. I wanted to mention that. I
Man, yeah. I was going to say, anything you want to highlight that's coming up.
Hey, I just wanted to mention Judy because I have a hunch that you might find her sort of fun.
I know. You're so right. Okay, your perspective is very good.
I know my audience.
You do. You certainly do know your audience.
No, she's just wonderful, and she's been here before, and we're happy to have her back. So that's just sort of what's coming up. We have some new events and some changes and new ideas. So just keep an eye on our pages and look for our communication and just come and hang out with us. Hang out with the Grand.
Dori, this has been so much fun. As always.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
We'll do this in a month or so and bring you up to date on the rest of the new stuff that might be going on and look at some more of the season then.
Thank
Dori
you.
Bosnyák, thank you so much for joining us. And those of you that are listening, those of you that are watching in this in the behind-the-scenes video, thank you all for watching, listening, and being with us on the Jim Bratton podcast. Dori, thank you so very much.
Thanks for having me.
You bet.